ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा,
सजाया जाएगा।
जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वत खोर नहीं होंगे। जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे दोषावस्तर्दिया वयम् नमो भरन्त एमसि ॐ शान्तिः
शान्तिः शान्तिः।
दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। हाय दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। जग के कोने कोने में फिर जग के कोने कोने में फिर जागो ते उजियारा। हाय दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। हाय दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। नाच रहे आकाश में तारे, नाचे दीप हमारे अंगना। नाच रहे आकाश में तारे, नाचे दीप हमारे अंगना। नाच रहे हम आज खुशी में, नाच रहे हम आज खुशी में। चमके बिंदिया बाजे कंगना, बाजे कंगना, बाजे कंगना। झुमके गालो आई दिवाली, झुमके गालो आई दिवाली। दूर करो अंधियारा। आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। जग के कोने कोने में फिर जग के कोने कोने में फिर जागो ते उजियारा। आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा। दूर करो अंधियारा, दूर करो अंधियारा।
Namaste and welcome to a special Diwali service at Arya Spiritual Center. Today, our program is led, our Hawan is led by no other than Pandit Bharat Singh, and our pravachan will be done by Pandit Deepak Raman. Now, today is very special for everyone. It's Diwali, it's the festival of lights, and we are doing the best that we can in this time, to make sure that we do away with all that is negative and invite all that is positive. So, welcome to our Diwali program at Arya Spiritual Center. I will now hand you over to Pandit Bharat Singh.
Thank you very much, our very distinguished President, Bandana Ramsamuj. Om. Om. But you took Om. As we commence our Diwali satsang, this very special service here today in Mandir, today we ask God, as we perform Yajna once more, we pray with that sense of heightened awareness. For indeed, this year, 2020, has been a very challenging year. Lives were disrupted in so many ways, and throughout today's Yajna, we will focus on Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Tamas, whatever form of darkness, whatever forms of pains and sorrows we're experiencing at this time. May your divine wisdom, your Jyotir, your light, O God, continue to guide us and take away all our darknesses. We start by by chanting Gayatri Mantra, and together asking God. Assisting me on the harmonium here today is our son Rajin. Asking God, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat, Dhi, our intellect, to inspire our intellect, that as we go forward, may all of us continue wherever we're watching from, in our respective homes, and those of us here in Mandir today, asking God to inspire our intellect, that we will always make the right choices as we go forward. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Shanti 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 Together we will join our sweet voices in this opening bhajan. ओ मही जीवन हमारा, ओ प्राणाधार है। ओम है करता विधाता, ओम पालनहार है। ओम ही जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है। ओम ही है दुख विनाशक, ओम सर्वानंद है। ओम ही है दुख विनाशक, ओम सर्वानंद है। ओम है बल तेज धारी, ओम करुणा कंद है। ओम ही जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है। ओम सबका पूज है हम, ओम का पूजन करे। ओम सबका पूज है हम, ओम का पूजन करे। ओम ही के ज्ञान से हम शुद्ध अपना मन करे। ओम ही जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है। ओम के जप से हमारा ज्ञान बढ़ता जाएगा। ओम के जप से हमारा ज्ञान बढ़ता जाएगा। अंत में यह जाप हमको मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा। ऑल ऑफ अस। ओम ही
जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है।
ओम है
करता विधाता, ओम पालनहार है।
ओम ही जीवन हमारा, ओम प्राणाधार है। We commence Havana Yajna by performing Achmana. When Shivi was on stage, the Yajmans, we will rinse our palms a little bit with the water, and we will take water in our right hand. And today we will take Achman. And together, as we pray as one family, as we celebrate this very, very important day, Diwali 2020. Also on this day, we acknowledge Rishi Nirvan, the day Maharishi Swamidanan, he gave up his soul. And so today, as we sip once more, we ask God that may we all be protected from above, from below, and from all directions. Om Amrito Pastarnamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrihi Shrayatam Swaha. Taking water in our left palms and touching our various body limbs and asking God, all of us, may all our body limbs continue to remain strong and enable us to always perform our divine individual as well as our mandir as well as our samajik, our societal functions. Om Vangamasye astu. Om Nasur me prano astu. Om Akshnur me chakshurastu. Om Karnayor me shrotramastu. Om Bahur me balamastu. Om Urvorma ojo astu. Om Arishtani me angani tanustanva me saha santu. अतेश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना upasana. Focusing our minds on Prajapati Bhagwan and saying, "Oh God, it is through your grace that today we have gathered here in Mandir. And whatever are our difficulties, whatever are our darknesses, our challenges, as we celebrate yet another Deepavali festival, may your light of wisdom, may your Jyotir be unto us, Yad Bhadram. And as a result of your Jyotir unto us, bring unto us all that's beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious, so that our lives as we continue will be one which is always interesting and pleasant. ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तनासुव ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथ्वीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै ॐ य आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्वा उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य
देवा
यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः. All of us.
कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ यः
प्राणतो निविशतो महेत्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव
य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः
कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी चादृधा येन स्वः स्तभितं येन नाकः
यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमान कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ प्रजापते नत्वदेतानन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता
भूव
यत्कामस्ते
जुहुमस्तनो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम्
ॐ
सनो बन्धुर्जनिता सविधाता
धामानि वेद भुवनानि
विश्वा
यत्र देवा अमृतमानशाना तृतीये धामन्नधैरयन् ॐ अग्नेनया सुपथाराय अस्मान्
विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान्
यो
योऽध्यस्मजुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नमोक्तिं विधेम
हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर, आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याण कारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है, वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can control the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches. O Agni, lead us onto the right path to the wealth of liberation, for you know all pathways leading in that direction. Remove from us any tendencies that will lead us astray. Again and again, we offer you words of salutation and praise. इतीश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम् ॐ अग्निमीरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृत्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम् ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुपायनो भव सचस्वनः स्वस्तये ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिर्नर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्तये वायुम् उपब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तया आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तवृभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वमसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पतिरेवति स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधे ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्ललिताग्नता जानता संगमे महे Om. On this very auspicious day, Deepavali, we ask thee, O God, we address you as Agni, Agna Ayahi, Vitaye Ayahi. Come into our lives on this Amavasya night, on this darkest night of the month. And as we celebrate yet another Deepavali, that whatever darkness there is in our lives, O God, Vitaye, separate all such forms of darkness from us and give unto us that discriminating wisdom, that knowledge that will enable us to choose what's right from wrong and be seated in the innermost temple of our heart and fulfill all our heartfelt desires as we worship you on this Diwali day. Our lives during this year, O God, of Agni, was interfered by many things, especially COVID-19. And we ask you, O God, as we go forward, may it be separated from us. Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grenano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi Twamagne Yajanam Hota Vishvesham Hitaha Devebhirmanushe Jane Ye Trishaptaha Paryanti Vishwarupani Bhipratah Vachaspatir Balatesham Tanvo Adya Dadhatu Me Iti Sankshepatah Swasti Vachanam Atha Shanti Karanam ॐ शना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शना इन्द्रा वरुणारातहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय
नो
शना इन्द्रा पूषणा
वाजसात
ॐ शनो भगः शमुनः शंसोऽस्तु शनः पुरन्धिः शमुसन्तु रायः शनः सत्यस्य सुयमस्य शंसः शनो अर्यमा पुरुजातु अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुधर्तानो अस्तु शना उरोचे
भवतु स्वधाभिः
शं रोदसे बृहति शं नो अद्रिः शं नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रावरुणावश्विनाशं शनः
सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु
शना इशिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहूतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शना ओषधीर्वनिनो भवन्तु शनो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभिर्देवो अस्तु शमादित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसा शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शम्नस्वष्टाग्नाभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शनः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशम्नः शं नो ग्रावाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शनः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शनः प्रस्वः शमवस्तु वेदी अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्राः Again asking God, Prajapati Bhagwan, asking that Supreme Being that we also call Lakshmi Mata in the Satyart Prakash. In the very first chapter, Maharishi Swami Danand gave us over 100 names for God, and one of them is Lakshmi. Today we address that higher Supreme Being as Lakshmi also. And we say, O God, may that our minds ever be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. May that our minds ever be filled with noble and auspicious thoughts. When such thoughts are present within the minds of all of us, our Yajmans sitting on our Yajavedi, and those of us who did Havan at home today or doing Havan right now, we ask God, may that our minds ever be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts, noble and auspicious thoughts. When such thoughts are present within the minds of each one of us, can we enjoy that peace and harmony that we all cherish together on such an auspicious day and every day. Jagrato duramudeti devam tadu suptasya tathayveti duram gamam jyotisham jyotirekam. All of us.
तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु
ॐ यत् प्रजानामुत चेतो धृतिश्च यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मान्नरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते
तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु।
ॐ येन कर्माण्यपसो मनीषिणो यज्ञे कृण्वन्ति विदधेषु
धीराः
यद्पूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे
मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु।
ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतम् अमृतेन
सर्वम्
येन यजस्तायते सप्तहोता
तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु।
ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजूंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नभाविवारा यस्मिन् चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां
तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु।
ॐ सुशारतिरश्वानि वयन् मनुष्यान् नेनीयते शुभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यरजिरं जविष्ठम् तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु। तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. And again we ask thee, O God, blow your peace onto the world of animals, peace indeed to the world of trees and plants, peace indeed to the world of all human beings. And O God, on the face of Dharti Ma, Mother Earth, there are many places where the peace is disturbed. May your peace come back onto all such places. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Sham Janaya Shamarvate Sham Rajano Shadhibhyaha. And that prayer for Abhayadan, asking God for that gift of fearlessness, all of us, that as we go forward in life in such challenging times, may we experience no fear from those who are friendly to us, and even those who may be unfriendly. No fear during the day, neither during the night. No fear from what we know about life now and what we do not know about life ahead. And may we be friendly unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly and smile with us all. Om Abhayam Naha Karyantariksham Abhayam Dhyava Prithvi Ubhe Me Abhayam Paschar Abhayam Purastar Uttarad Bhadarad Abhayam Novastu. Om Abhayam Mitrat Abhayam Amitrat Abhayam Jatar Abhayam Parokshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Devana Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu. इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अथ अग्निप्रदीपनम्। अग्नि जलाने के लिए हम सब खड़े हो जाइए। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जरे। मंदिर तिहारा चमचम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जरे। भक्तों का माँ भंडार भरे, हाथों से धन की भरका करे। भक्तों का माँ भंडार करे, हाथों से धन की भरका करे। तेरे हम पे भी हो मेहरबानी, हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन धन की महारानी, हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी, हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हे अन धन की महारानी, हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। अन धन, God who is called, is referred to as Lakshmi. God is who is that supreme empress of Anna, grain, and Dhanu, wealth. Through her grace, we are blessed with wealth. Anna Dhanaki Maharani, the supreme empress of wealth. Tujhe ghar ghar puje prani. Today again in Mandir, we worship such a God, such a Prajapati Bhagwan. Ghar ghar in our homes today, all of us will be kindling light. Some of us may not be kindling light, just probably one or two because of many things happening during this year. But today, as we kindle in this Mandir once more, we ask God, maybe we continuously be blessed with Anna, wholesome grains, and Dhan, wealth. With that wealth, we can share a little with society and show benevolence to society. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swardyaureva Bhumna Prithviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devayajani Prishte Agnim Mana Damana Dhyaya Dadhe. Om, with outstretched palms, all of us. Om Udbudya Swagni Pratijagrehe Tvamishta Purte Samsrije Thamayamcha Asmin Sadhaste Adyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Bhav Sridata. We'll all please take our seats. Samidha Danam, offering of 3 pieces of Samidha, symbolic of our 3 centers of consciousness, our head center, our thoughts, our heart center, our emotions, and our lower center, our actions, asking God, may there be purification in all these 3 centers of consciousness. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhera Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Iramagne Jata Vedase
Idanna
Om Samidhagnim Duvasyata Gritar Bodhayatatithim Asmin Havya Juhotana Susamidhaya Shochise Gritam Tivram Juhotana अग्नये
जातवेदसे स्वाहा
इदमग्नये जातवेदसे
नमः
ॐ तन्त्वा समिभिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहज्योचाय विष्टया
स्वाहा
इदमग्नये
अङ्गिरसे इदन्न मम
अथ पञ्चकृत आहूतयः 5 offerings of ghee. And as we offer ghee unto Agni, this fire will rise and go forward. Similarly, in our respective homes, we also will kindle diyas. We will kindle Agni. And just not only that physical aspect of kindling, but what's the inner meaning? May we continue to inculcate such habits, such qualities, that we also can rise in life and we ourselves becoming a light, a Agni in society. ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम अथ जलप्रसेचनम् पंचवी ॐ आदितेयनुमन्यस्व ॐ अनुमते अनुमन्यस्व ॐ सरस्वते अनुमन्यस्व ॐ देवा सवितः प्रस्वयजं प्रस्वयजपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतनः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचन्नः स्वदतु अथ आघारावाज्यभागाहुतयः. Continue with key offerings. First in the north, then in the south, the rest in the center. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna. Om Somaya
Swaha.
Idam Somaya.
Idanna mama.
Om Prajapataye
Swaha.
Idam Prajapataye.
Idanna mama.
Om Indraya
Swaha.
Idam Indraya.
Idanna mama.
Ghee Samagri Ahuti. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotiragnihi.
Swaha.
Om Agnir Varcho Jyotirvarchaha.
Swaha.
Om
Swaha.
Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendravadya Jushano Agirvetu
Swaha.
Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya
Swaha.
Idamagnaye Pranaya
Idanna mama.
Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya
Swaha.
Idam Vayave Panaya
Idanna mama.
Om Swaradityaya
Vyanaya
Vyanaya
Swaha.
Idam Adityaya Vyanaya
Idanna mama.
Om
Bhurbhuvah Swaragnivayavaditebhyah Pranapanavyanebhyah Swaha.
Idam
Agnivayavaditebhyah Pranapanavyanebhyah Idanna mama. Om Apo Jyotirasom Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha.
Om
Yang medham devagana pitaraschopasate tayama madhya medhayagne medhavinam kuru swaha.
Om
Vishwani deva savitar duritani parasuva yadbhadram tanna asuva swaha.
Om Agni
Naya supatharaya asman Vishwani deva vayunani vidvan Yodhyasmajjuhuranameno Bhuishtam te namautim vidhema swaha.
I'll request Pandit Deepak Ji to chant the Pavamana Huti mantras for us. We'll make offerings of just ghee at this time.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Agna Ayumshi Pavassa Asuvurjamisham Chana Are Badhasva Duchunam Swaha Idamagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Agnirishi Pavamanah Panchajanyah Purohitah Tamai Mahe Mahagayam Swaha Idamagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Agni Pavasva Swapasme Varchah Suviryam Dadriyam Mai Posham Swaha Idamagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वाजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नुवस्तु वयं स्यामुपतयोरयीणां स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्न मम.
On this very auspicious day, Diwali 2020, on this day also, because it happened, it might not necessarily be November 14th, but it also Maharishi Swamidanan, he gained Nirvana on a Diwali night. And so every Diwali, we also acknowledge that. And also today, our Yajmans, they have grains, they will make offerings of grains. And as we will do in Guyana, Suriname, Trinidad, wherever at this time of the year in India and other places, wherever they will reap the crops, especially in Ghana, this time I believe they will reap, they'll have a harvest of paddy, rice, and some farmers will choose to do Havana Yajya on the banks of their rice field, and the grains that they offer, they reaped, they will make offerings of a few of those grains. In India, it's a very common thing in which they refer to it. Another word, Lakshmi Pujan, giving thanks unto God, who we call also Mata Lakshmi, giving thanks unto that Supreme Being for grains in our life. For Ved tells us it is grains that we consume that nourishes this body. We say, Annapate Anasyano, Annapate, Annadhanake Maharani Annapate. That Pate, the master of grains, whatever name we call him by. And so our Yajmans, when Shivi with your daughters, when Bobby, and all of us performing Havana Yajna in our respective homes, as we chant these very special mantras, we ask God that may we be continuously blessed with grains in our life. Om Paramrityo Anuparehi Pantam Yaste Swa Itaro Deva Devayanat Chakshuhu Mate Shrinvate Te Brahmavimi Manaha Prajam Jarisho Motaviran Swaha. Om Ime Jive Om ime jive ve mritairava pritrantra no buddha bhadra devahotirno adya prancho agama nritaye hasaya dhraghiya ayuhu pratarandadhanaha swaha. Om ime jivebhyah paridim dadami. Om imam jivebhyah paridim dadhami. Mesham nugada paro arthametam. Shatam jivantu sharada purochir. Tirurmrityam dadatam parvatena swaha. In consuming wholesome and nutritious grain, it says here, us human beings, we are destined to live 100 years. Our lifespan can either decrease by our immoral conduct or increase by our good conduct, our good actions. Om Grishmo He Manta Uta No Vasantaha Sharad Varshaha Savitanno Astu Tesha Mritunam Shata Sharadaya Nam Nivate Isha Mabhye Syama Swaha. Om Siteva Sitevandham Damahe Tvarvache Subhage Bhava Yatanah Sumana Aso Yatanah Supala Bhuvaha Swaha. On this Amavasya night, on this darkest night of this month, we also chant the mantras we will chant on Amavasya night whenever we perform Yajya. Continue with grain offerings. Om Sitaye Swaha. Om Prajaye Swaha. Om Shamaye Swaha. Om Bhutyai Swaha. We also think of those family members who are not in the best of health. All of us watching via Facebook, all of us in Mandir today. If there is any one of our family members who are not in the best of health at this time, we think of them. And today, once more, as we perform Yajya, Trayambakam Yajamahe, through this medium of Yajna, we connect again with that Supreme Being. And we ask God that just like how a ripened fruit is automatically released from its stem, in the same way, may all our illnesses, our pains, our stresses be taken away, and may good health, may renewed health, may a strong sense of self esteem and mental health always be with all of us. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam
Yajamahe
Sugandhim
Pushtivardhanam
Urvarukamiva Bandhanan
Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat
Swaha. Atha Purnahutirup Agharavajya Bhagahutayah Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye
Idannamah
Om Somaya
Swaha
Idam Somaya
Idannamah
Om Prajapataye
Swaha
Idam Prajapataye
Idannamah
Om Indraya
Swaha
Idam Indraya
Idannamah
Om Bhuragnaye
Swaha
Idam Agnaye
Idannamah
Om Bhuvarvayave
Swaha
Idam Vayave
Idannamah
Om Svaradityaya
Swaha
Idam Adityaya
Idannamah
Om Bhurabhuvah Svaragni Vayavaditebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavaditebhyah Idannamah. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. हाथ जोड़ करके आंखें मूंद करके अब हम ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरु मंत्र उच्चारण करेंगे. Again, all of us, Banchivi, all of us around the Yajna Kund, and all of us sitting in our respective seats in Mandir, and those of us watching, all our extended family and friends who could not be here but watching via Facebook, asking God, you two clasping and asking God once more, Bhargaha. Today, as we focus on light, we remember this word Bhargaha, Bhargo Devasya Bhargaha. God who is filled with that light of wisdom. May His light of wisdom overtake our intellect. And as a result of such wisdom in our intellect, may we always make the right, the correct choices in life. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण और
दुर्व्यसन
और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याणकारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है
वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए।
माफ कीजिए हे दयालु परमात्मन आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है आप सर्वोत्तम शुद्ध पवित्र
और जान स्वरूप है।
आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है और आप हमें प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता धारणावती मेधा सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें। Shrishtakritahuti Atha Mohanbhog Ahuyate. Whatever are our desires, as we make an offering of Mohanbhog, we are asking God to grant us success in all that we desire in life. Om Yadasya Karmanothyaricham Yadvayunamiha Agnishtat-shvishtakrit-vidyat sarvam shvishtam sotam karotu me
अग्नये स्विष्टकृते सहुतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनाम्
स्वाहा इदमग्नये श्विष्टकृते इदन्नामम प्रजापत्याहुति ओम प्रजापते स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्नामम पूर्णाहुति के लिए हम सब खड़े हो जाइए. May we all please stand for the final three offerings. Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. May the perfection, may the completeness of yet another Havana Yajna that we have performed once more, may that become a part and parcel on this very auspicious Deepavali Day 2020, become a part and parcel of our lifestyle. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. With outstretched palms towards the Yajikund. Om Tanupa Agneyase Tanva me pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyase Ayur me dehi. ॐ वर्चोदाग्नेयसि वर्चो मे देहि ॐ अग्नेयन्मे तन्वा ऊनं तन्वा आप्रिना ॐ मेधा मे देवः सविता आदधातु ॐ मेधा मे देवी सरस्वती आदधातु ॐ मेधा मे अश्विनौ देवावाधत्तां पुष्करस्रजौ. Apyayatam, starting with our lips. Om Vakchama
Ayatam.
Om Pranashchama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushchama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. Yajna Geet Pujaniya Prabhu Hamare. Pandit Deepak will lead us in the Yajna Geet.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गाहे रचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो सारे घर से तरे अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यज पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चलाकर लाभ दे संसार को भावना जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव देखे सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे श्रेष्ठी में प्राण धारी श्रेष्ठी में प्राण धारी श्रेष्ठी में प्राण धारी. O Lord, may all be happy. May no one be afflicted with pain.
May everyone be rid of all forms of illnesses. May we be filled with all kinds of riches. May we only see that which is auspicious. Singing, may we continue to walk the path of virtue. O sustainer of cosmic bread, may no one be in any form of calamity or stress. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Iti havanna yajyah samaptah. At this time, our Sabhapati will be by Sagar, who will be the Sabhapati, the MC for today's program.
Thank you very much, Pandit Baraji. First, let me thank also Pandit Deepak Ji, Bhai Rajan, Bahin Shivi, and all of those who were sitting at the Ajman today, doing the Hawan today. It was such a beautiful service. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Samaj to welcome all of you, those who are here today and those who are online, to our special Diwali program, and also in observance of Rishi Nirvan Diwas. I hope and trust you and your families are doing well in these challenging times. Namaste and Shubh Diwali. Starting 2 days ago, Hindus all over the world began to celebrate this 5-day festival. This festival has been celebrated since the beginning of human civilization, and the tradition and culture will continue for time memorial. Diwali literally means a row of lights, but over time, this festival has taken several meanings, symbolisms, such as the cosmic spiritual significance of light in our daily life, beginning of a new fiscal year for farmers and businesses, and also praying for wealth and happiness, etc. This week, Diwali took a new significance in the Western world when the New York governor issued a proclamation proclaiming today as Diwali, the Festival of Lights, a milestone in New York and US and also in the Western world. Swami Dayanand also passed away in 1883 on Diwali night, and today we also pay tribute to the great Rishi who founded the Arya Samaj. This year has been very challenging to a lot of our families and friends, especially those who have lost loved ones. I would like to take this opportunity to dedicate today's service to all those families and hope and pray we will overcome these challenges caused by this pandemic. The COVID pandemic also impacted the Samaj, and we had to adapt accordingly. We successfully brought you quality programming and content in your homes during the lockdown. We opened Mandir on November 1st with limited capacity as mandated by the city and state. We will continue to bring quality programming and messages every Sunday at the Mandir and to our virtual audience throughout the global community. Without further ado, I will now continue with our program. The next item we have in the program is a bhajan by our son and youth and member of the executive committee by Rajan.
Namaste, everyone. I'd like to wish everyone a very happy Diwali this evening.
जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा जग के कोने कोने में जग के कोने कोने में जागो दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा नाच रहे आकाश में तारे नाच दीप हमारे अंगना नाच रहे आकाश में तारे नाच दीप हमारे अंगना नाच रहे हम आज खुशी में नाच रहे हम आज खुशी में चमके बिंदिया बाजे कंगना बाजे कंगना बाजे कंगना झूम के गालो आई दिवाली झूम के गालो आई दिवाली दूर करो अंधियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा आज सुहानी रात है देखो दीपक की बारात सजी है आज सुहानी रात है देखो दीपक की बारात सजी है दूर हुआ जग का अंधियारा दूर हुआ जग का अंधियारा जगमग जगमग ज्योति लगी है ज्योति लगी है ज्योति लगी है धूम मचा लो आई दिवाली धूम मचा लो आई दिवाली दूर करो अंधियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा जग के कोने कोने में फिर जग के कोने कोने में फिर जागो के उजियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा आई दिवाली दीप जला लो दूर करो अंधियारा दूर करो अंधियारा दूर करो अंधियारा
Thank you very much, Bhairajan. Give him a big hand for that beautiful, beautiful Geet. Also supported by Deepak and by Neeraj. Thank you very much for that beautiful Geet. Next, we'll have our own Pandit Bharat who will do a Geet for us. But before he starts, I just want to say a special welcome to Jennifer and Zahir Jabbar, who is here today from the Guyana Diaspora News. If you tune in at the beginning of our program, you'll see that we had a little clip with an item that they had done here on Wednesday They collaborated with us and with them and IMA to produce that very beautiful, beautiful item that we showed you at the beginning. Now, all over to Pandit Bharati.
Our son Rajan just sang a very beautiful Diwali song. Ai Diwali Deepa Jalalo Dur Karo Andiyara. As this Diwali festival is here, as you heard by Sagar sing earlier on, 5 days. It started Thursday with Dhanteras, and it will end on tomorrow is Sunday, Monday, which is called Bhai Dooj. Monday, right? Tomorrow is Sunday, yes. 2 days after is Bhai Dooj. And we were asking God, Dura karo andiyara, whatever darkness. You know, as I said during the Hawana Yajna, during this year, there are so many things that happened that interfered with our peace of life and our normal flow of life. And today with this Diwali, with heightened awareness, we pray, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, to take away all these darkness. Durkaro, let it stay far away from us. And some of us in Mandir, we know this song. This song was taught to us by Pandit Raviji in the Indian music classes. And so Rajan will help me also with the chorus. And all of us who know it, you will join your sweet voices. Mm. दीपराशि जले ते मेरे जले रे 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 दगर दगर नगर नगर गाँव गाँव पीर तले रे डगर डगर नगर नगर गाँव गाँव पीर तले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे ऊंची अतरियों पे दीपों का मेला दूर कहीं जा सोया चंदा अकेला ऊंच अतरियों पे दीपों का मेला दूर कहीं जा सोया चंदा अकेला घने 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 ने हंसे हैं अंबर के मीर तले रे दीप राशि जले थे मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले थे मेरे जले रे दुल्हन शारदा भरी आंखों में काजल नाचती रख लिए दीपों के पायल दुल्हन शारदा भरी आंखों में काजल नाचती रख लिए दीपों के पायल भौन 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 रसकों के चीर चले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे धूम मची हर ओर आई दिवाली चूम रही मावस को हंस हंस उजाली धूम मची हर ओर आई दिवाली चूम रही मावस को हंस हंस उजाली बाल 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 युवा युवा नाचते अंधेर चले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे डगर डगर नगर नगर गाँव गाँव पीर तले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे दीप राशि जले ते मेरे जले रे
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharati. This is our own versatile Pandit Bharati now singing. As you saw earlier, he performed the Hawan. Now he's singing. Please give him a big hand for that beautiful, beautiful gig. Thank you very much. Next, we have a Diwali presentation by the youths and students of our camp and Hindi classes. This event was organized and led by our own Bahin Darshini. Now over to our clip.
Namaste, and a happy Diwali to each of you. Diwali, as we commonly know, is a celebration of good over evil, but it's also a triumph of unity and positivity. Diwali also comes from the Sanskrit term Deepavali, which means row of lights. So in keeping with these definitions, we've put together a virtual row of light or a virtual Deepavali presentation for you. The youths have come together to give their interpretations of what Diwali means to them, and we hope you enjoy. Namaste.
Bhurvasvaha, that's Savitravarinyam, Virgo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Have a very happy Diwali, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. On this auspicious occasion of Diwali, we extend our best wishes to you and your families. The Diya symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness. May you and your family be blessed with divine light and divine love. Shubha Diwali.
Namaste. Diwali is one of the most popular festivals of Hinduism. Diwali symbolizes the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Diwali is also celebrated the day Lord Rama returned to his kingdom, Ayodhya, after defeating Ravan.
Namaste. May the light of Diwali enter your life and bring you prosperity and joy. Happy Diwali.
Namaste. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Diwali. For me, Diwali is the light that shines in the darkness and the darkness cannot overcome it. I love how Diwali brings together everyone on this auspicious holiday. Have an amazing one.
Namaste. Diwali is the festival of new beginnings and the festival of lights. To me, Diwali means making my life and others' lives become as luminous and as exciting as the lights flickering on the diyas.
Namaste. I would like to wish everyone a happy Diwali. In my perspective, Diwali is the occasion of light along with peace, joy, and celebration. Celebrate and enjoy this auspicious occasion with your loved ones. Have a wonderful and safe Diwali.
Namaste. Happy Diwali. On this auspicious festival of lights, may the glow of joy, prosperity, and happiness illuminate the days in the year ahead.
Namaste. Diwali or Deepavali is the festival of light. Diwali symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Diwali is widely associated with Lakshmi, goddess of prosperity.
Namaste. Happy Diwali from our family to yours. May this festival of lights continue to bring brightness into our hearts and into our homes. Here are some of our favorite things about Diwali. We love to light our diya and eat delicious food and wear our new outfits. We love to celebrate Diwali with our family and friends. We love you all. Namaste.
Namaste and Shubh Diwali to everyone. For us, Diwali is a joyous occasion. We love doing special hawan, saying prayers, and lighting diyas and enjoying delicious food. Om Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya. O Lord, lead us from darkness to light. Namaste and Shubh Diwali to you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful instrumental. Please give them a big hand. What a treat we have had here this afternoon. Um, Brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, I mean, please, if you have missed this, as you know, this is being taped. It's on Facebook. It's also on YouTube. So if you've missed this event, please go back and play it so you can see what a real treat we've had this evening. And we have more to come. Without further ado, I'm going to have the announcements for today. We have, as you know, our regular services every Sunday morning between 9 and 11:30. So please feel free to tune in. And if you want to come in, please text us and tell us that you're coming in so we can have your information. Also, tomorrow evening, there's a special Zoom Diwali event sponsored by the UASF, the United Arab Samaj Foundation. So if they can put it up on the screen, it's on the screen, so you can see all of the relevant information on there. If you would like to tune into that event, please look at the screen and you will see that information. We also have yoga classes every Wednesday. If we can have that flyer, if it's available, every Wednesday. We also have Sanya and meditation every Thursday, led by our own Panidupak, and this is a Zoom event. So if you would like to attend and if you would like to tune in to that event online, please look on this. You look on the screen and you will see the instructions on how you can participate in that event. We also have our youth forum, which is once a month, and that takes place right here at the Mandir, and I believe that's led by our own president, Bahan Diana. And you can call her if you have any questions on that. Now, that's all the announcements I have for today. So the next item on the agenda is our own Panidipak Ji, who will give us the pravachan for today, for the special Diwali service. As you know, last year, Panidipak gave us a thought-provoking message on Diwali. And I'm really looking forward to tonight's pravachan to see what his presentation will be tonight. While he's getting set up, just to want to let you know that I will talk to you about this later. We have our calendar ready for 2021. So those of you who are here today, we have the physical calendar for 2021 which is available. So, I think tomorrow we will have the e-copy that's available, and you will see it on the screen. And you will also, it will be available to you on Facebook. So if you want to download it, and you want to see it, and you want to keep it, and you want to print it, that will also be available. We don't expect you to come into Mandir to pick up a calendar, but if you're here, we want you to do that. If all those of you who have families in Guyana, in Trinidad and Suriname, and you would like to pick up a copy to send to them, please feel free to do that. I know personally, I send my copies to all my family in Canada. I have family on the West Coast, and I do this every year, and I send them copies. So without further ado, I now turn you over to our own Pandit Deepak Ji.
ॐ यां मेधां देवगणा पितरश्च उपासते तया मामद्य मेधयाग्ने मेधा विनं कुरु ॐ Namaste to each and every one of you. Our live audience here at our spiritual center, and the many thousands who will be viewing this program online, on Facebook Live. We say welcome to our spiritual center, and thank you so much for sharing your Diwali evening with us. Dear friends, you might still be lighting diyas in different parts of the world, wherever you are now. For us in New York, it's almost 8 o'clock. Is it 7? Close to 7. And the diyas are already lit, and there are many different activities happening around Diwali. A Shubh Diwali to each and every one, meaning may you have a very auspicious Diwali. The last year, as you heard from our president, has been a very challenging one. As you heard also from our chairman of trustees just now, the last year has been a very challenging one, in that we have had to face unprecedented health issues, not only in New York, not only in the USA, but throughout the world. This challenge is still before us, but we are facing it very, very bravely. And so we have to thank Almighty God that we are well, we are safe, our families are healthy, and we are well enough to be sitting and celebrating, or in whatever way we are celebrating Diwali 2020. Diwali has many significances. And over the years, you would have heard many, many of these. The thing about Diwali, the big question is when it started. One of the scholars of the Diwali tradition have said that Diwali started almost simultaneously with the discovery of fire. When human beings discovered and started to use fire, this was such a major step in the growth of the human civilization. And this discovery of fire meant that we could do so many more things, that we could expand in so many ways, and the society could, progress. This major event was kept alive. The discovery is kept alive in a celebration of the discovery of fire. All other events, all other significance of Diwali came afterwards. The significance of the historical events like the coming of Sri Ram, return of Sri Ram from the forest, the passing of Swami Dayanand on Diwali night 1883, the passing of the founder of the Jain religion, Mahavir, the legend of Sri Krishna destroying a very dangerous Rakshas called Narak Asur. That was also added to the Diwali tradition. And so many, many significances came to be added to the Diwali tradition. This evening, I want to just focus on two of them very briefly to see if we can take a little message that is going to be of real importance and significance and utility for us all. Swami Dayanand's passing, and not only his passing, but the manner of his passing. Swami Dayanand was poisoned many times in his life, and then finally, sometime in early 1883, he was administered a fatal dose of poison, to which eventually he succumbed. On Diwali evening, he realized that he would not continue to be supported by his physical body. He was ailing, he was ill, he was lying on his sick bed for quite a long time, a few months. His body had become very weak, and despite all the medical treatment, he did not recover, and he realized his end was near. He asked for the windows in his room to be opened. And then he asked what was the day, the date, and the tithi, and the paksh. And he was told that it was the new moon, which is the Shukla Paksh, of the Shukla Paksh, the Amavasya of the Shukla Paksh, the new moon of the bright half of the month of Kartik, which coincides with Diwali night, this very night. And the Swami asked all of his followers who were present to stand at the back so that nobody was in front of him, so that his path was clear. He didn't, in the manner of the yogis, he wanted solitude, but in this case, he wanted no one in his immediate gaze. He blessed everybody, and then he chanted mantras, and then he chanted the Gayatri, and he meditated in silence, and then he took one deep breath and breathed out forcefully, and then apparently what happened afterwards, we would say he had passed on. His soul left his body. But he uttered some very profound words in those last moments. And the last words were, Lord, if this is thy will, let thy will be done. That was the extent of his faith in God. That was the extent of his surrender. That was the extent of his non-resistance to an ultimate fate. So Swami Dayanand showed us a very profound lesson that we should always be mindful that in our actions, in our activities, God's will, which is influenced, which is really the will of karma, is very, very profound. Karma and God's will are one and the same. And so we should always be mindful of our karma so that when it meshes with God's will, we have a beautiful experience like Swami Dayananda. We have no resistance. We could say, Lord, I am ready. I'm ready to go. Friends, each one of us must daily contemplate our own end. When in Havan we offer this samidha into the fire, it is symbolic of offering ourselves. It is symbolic of offering ourselves, total, mind, body, spirit. As we offer this samidha, it's symbolic of offering ourselves onto the cosmic fire. And that gives us a tremendous amount of preparation. That gives us a perspective that ultimately we have to offer everything to Paramatma. In the end, we offer everything to Paramatma. And we too can say, Lord, if this is thy will, let thy will be done. The second aspect of Diwali, which I would just like to touch on, and this is just these two aspects today, it comes from the idea of festivals. A festival in the Hindu tradition is called Utsava. Utsava. And what is an Utsava? Why was it named so? Ut means, in Sanskrit, Ut means to rise, and Sava means to be born or birth. To take a leap, to take a leap in your existence. To refresh and to regenerate. Regenerate, to be born again. This was the whole idea of Utsava, or celebration, or festival. Every festival in the Hindu calendar is a happy one. There are no sad festivals in the Hindu calendar. Notice Phagwa, merry, happy. Diwali, happy. Any of the other festivals that you take, any like Raksha Bandhan, creating happiness. Guru Purnima, being happy that you have a guru, you have teachers. Any of the festival, they are all happy. And the idea is that every festival should be a regenerating experience, enlivening experience, a refreshing experience. It should really be a rebirth. The festivals remind us that life is about refreshing daily. Life is about regenerating daily. Life is about reviewing and renovating and refurbishing at every step. So we see this in the plant kingdom, we see this in the animal kingdom. The plants shed their leaves, and then they grow new leaves. They renew themselves. In the animal kingdom, you have examples of animals which shed. Some shed their skin, some shed different aspects of their physical existence, and then they grow again. They grow new ones. How do we as human beings renew and refresh? If we do not renew, and if we do not refresh, what happens? We become dormant. We become stagnant. We become obsolete. We become outdated. And so these festivals are for that very purpose. To review and to upgrade. Utsava, to upgrade, to uplift. Raise yourself another notch, because the challenges are always getting different. Look at what's happening now. We have a challenge which is unprecedented. COVID. Who thought that people would be leaving their Manhattan apartments and wanting to go out in the suburbs to live? Whoever thought about that? We all wanted to go to the Manhattan apartment, not so? We thought that's good living. How much changes COVID has wrought. This is why we have to constantly renew and refresh to change, to face new situations, to create more resilience, to create the ability to withstand even greater shocks and all kinds of changes in our lives. Festivals remind us to do that. Diwali is one such festival which says, renew yourself. This is the time to renew. It's no wonder the Diwali falls on the new moon. This night, the Amavasya of Kartik is the darkest night in the northern hemisphere. For the whole year, this year, in the northern hemisphere, geographically, is the darkest night. And this is the coincidence here. In the darkest time of your life, you need the light. So the diyas are lit on this particular night. My dear friends, we don't have to wait until a Diwali comes to refresh. Diwali is only a reminder, or any other festival is just a reminder that we have to refresh and renew ourselves. It's a daily process. This is what we do in Sandhya and Havan. In Sandhya, the refresher sentence in Sandhya is just this. Yosman dveshti yam vayam dvishmastam vo jambhedatma. Bear no malice towards anybody. Bear no ill will towards anybody. Let Almighty God, Parampita Bhagavan, be the judge. Do not harbor resentment for anybody. Resentment creates dormancy, disease, stagnation, and therefore move away from dvesh. Yosman dvesh. It's a very powerful word. Dvesh means separation. Two. I see two instead of one. We normally translate dvesh as hate. But go inside of the word. It comes from dua. When I see the other person as separate from me, dua, dual. In English, you say dual. When I see the other person separate from me and different from me and worse than me and dvesh, hate. And the mantra says, do not create that dvesh, but harbor the feeling of unity. Love your neighbor as yourself, we say. Atmavat sarva bhuteshu. See another person as if you are seeing yourself. Feel for another person as if you are feeling for yourself. This is the renewal. This is the renewal that Diwali seeks to bring in our lives. But it's only a reminder that this is where we should go on a daily basis. And in Havan, this powerful line that we chant in the Shiva Sankalpa mantras, Tanmay Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. O Lord, may my mind think only of positive thoughts, uplifting thoughts, noble thoughts, auspicious thoughts. The mind has a tendency to wander, and it wanders in crevices and corners which you never expected it to go. And so we pray, O Lord, let me have the ability to hold my mind to noble thoughts, positive thoughts. This is what will create the refreshment in my life. Not the refreshment for the body only, refreshment for the mind and the soul. This is what the Utsava, the celebrations, are for. And this is one of the powerful meanings of Diwali. Review and refresh, because there are many challenges that you may have to face, and prepare yourself well for them. Friends, Diwali has such beautiful memories for all of us, that in the older days, how we used to celebrate Diwali, there was a time when our parents would make their own diyas from mud, go to the backyard somewhere, they get the mud and they make the diyas. There was a time when we would meet together in big families and cook a lot of food and have a nice big oven, and have lovely music, and make bamboo arches. In Guyana, Trinidad, in the Caribbean, make huge bamboo arches and put the diyas and light them up and have a little starlight and fireworks and so on. And when we did those things as children, they created such wonderful memories for us. Now, as adults, for those of us who are adults, we are looking now deeper into the meaning of these festivals, and to see how a festival of light could bring a fresh meaning into our lives. The festival of lights, how it can impact us in a way that will be meaningful to our situation and our circumstances. And if you search well, you would find something so beautiful about this festival of Diwali. It is multifaceted, so many facets that they are there to think about, to explore, and let us all continue to explore Diwali in all its multi-dimensions. This evening, I would like to wish each and every one of us situated in the Mandir, our live audience, our audience online on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you are viewing this live stream. We still have a few hours left in the Diwali celebration here in the Western world. May these moments bring you fresh inspiration, that you can renew your life, renew your spirit, that you can regenerate yourself to face the challenges that you currently face. And may God bless each and every one in a very special way. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much. And namaste to each and everyone.
Thank you very much, Pandit Deepakji, for sharing such deep insight into some of the aspects and significance and symbolism of Diwali. As you all know, there are so many that Pandit Deepak talked about, and there are many, many more that we have not even begun to talk about. Just want to say that I know I understand we had an audio glitch earlier, and we apologize for the technical glitch that we had during the program, and we hope to correct that going forward. One more major announcement. The Samaj is launching a Pandits training program in January of 2021. And this class is open to everyone, members of the Mandir and also the general public. So if you would like to if you have questions, if you want to talk about this or you want to know more about this program, please contact Pandit Ravi Ramsamuj, Pandit Bharat Singh, or our own Pandit Deepak Ji. And as you can see from the screen, we have their contact information there. So please feel free to do that. Now, in closing, I just would like to thank the entire management team, the Pandits, the musicians, and others who've been working to bring you quality programming and content in your homes and at the Mandir. Special thanks to our members and the global community who have been supporting us by tuning into our programs and staying connected. Many of you have made donations through our PayPal account and sending contributions to the Mandir. We would like to thank you for your continued commitment and support as we navigate these uncertain times. We also have once a year, as you know, we have our annual Thanksgiving harvest envelopes which are available. So if you're here at the Mandir and you would like to give a donation, we have these envelopes that are available. You can put your contributions, and you don't have to do it today. You can take it home, and next time you come back to the Mandir, you can also do that. But that's also available to you. With these few words, I want to wish all of you a safe and healthy and happy holiday weekend. Namaste and Shubha Diwali. For the rest of the program, I'll now turn you over to Pandit Deepakji, who will lead us into Shantipat and Arti. If you'd all stand for Shantipat.
So, sing Arti Bhajan now. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो की सखी स्वामी शरण गहो की सखी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आशिक रूज सखी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। Anybody? Today's refreshments were donated by Auntie Bojoti and Behin Arti, and we say thank you to them. And we close with Shanti Part now. Om Deo Shantirantariksam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Oshadhaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishedeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti शान्तिरेवा शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ओम प्रेम से बोलो सत्य सनातन वैदिक धर्म की जय। Om. And namaste again to each and every one of you, and reach home safely and enjoy the rest of the Diwali. Thank you to our musicians.